So I thought it'd be fun to compare this brand called Hairitage to my favorite drugstore frequently used hair products. And it's rare to find products that are this affordable that don't have that stuff in them. Totally free. Look at that value. I would love not to have to apply dry shampoo every day. Like, that would be incredible. So this is the most unique product of the line. It is an apple cider vinegar hair rinse. Hi guys, welcome to Emmarie Lane, where my goal is to save you money by battling similar beauty products and methods to see which one's best for you. Oh, and remind you that you are enough. Okay, so Walmart has a new brand. It is a hair care line, and it's actually by another YouTuber. Her name is Mindy. She has a channel, Cute Girls Hairstyles. You might have heard of it before. They only have like 1 billion subscribers. Not really, but they have a lot of subscribers. So I thought it'd be fun to compare this brand called Hairitage to my favorite drugstore hair care frequently used hair products to see if I can replace any of my favorites with these. I have them all in front of me. You can't see them. So this hair care line is only available at Walmart, and it is all $8. Everything is, I think it's $7.95 or something like that. It's about $8. The reason it's so special is because it is sulfate-free, phthalate-free, paraben-free, silicone-free, gluten-free, mineral oil-free, color-safe, cruelty-free, and vegan. There's a lot that it's free of, and it's rare to find products that are this affordable that don't have that stuff in them, especially that is available at a place like Walmart, where the cheaper stuff tends to have cheaper ingredients. So I'm excited to compare all of this stuff for you. I took some videos throughout the month of me trying this stuff. I also took some pictures, so this video wouldn't be 5 hours long, and I'm gonna try to make it so it's not. Can I just say though, these products were hard to get a hold of. I pre-ordered them on December 26th. I had all of them. Well, most of them. There's a couple that I didn't expect to have, but I'll tell you why I have them later. It's fine. So I pre-ordered them. 3 things came when they were supposed to, which I think was like a week and a half after I ordered them, or 2 weeks or something like that. And then like for 5 days, Walmart.com just said, there's been a delay, please come back for more information later. And so eventually I just emailed them, and they were like, oh, sorry, the rest of your shipment didn't process when you ordered everything. And I was like, why did only 3 products process when I ordered everything all at the same time? And that's just the beginning of my journey trying to get this line on my hands. Anyway, let's talk about some products. First of all, I want to say all of these products smell good. What kind of scent do they even have? I don't know. I don't even know how to describe the scent. It's not overly sweet. It smells like a really good lotion. We'll just say that. But that's the best way I can describe it. It doesn't smell exactly like lotion, but it doesn't have like a super feminine scent, but it doesn't have like a musky scent either. I don't know. I think you'll just have to go to Walmart and sniff it. But it's a good smell. I've gotten compliments constantly about the smell. So, but they all smell good. I'll just say that. So I don't repeat that over and over again when I talk about every product. So for the shampoo and conditioner. So the shampoo was one of the things that didn't get processed into my original order. So when I went to the 3rd Walmart to try to find it, I got distracted by my nephew and I grabbed the wrong shampoo. These are both shampoos. One of them is the Gentle Daily Shampoo, which is the one I intended to get. And the one that I grabbed instead is the Conditioning Wash Shampoo. And I didn't realize I grabbed the wrong one until I was in the shower. Guys, it was a struggle. Anyway, so I have used the conditioner ever since I got a hold of these products, because this was one of the few things that came when it was supposed to originally, and the pump came broken. Guys, I'm struggling with this brand. Anyway, so let's talk about these. I do not have a specific shampoo and conditioner I'm super attached to. I feel like my hair looks the same no matter what kind of shampoo and conditioner I use. It's really the hair mask that really affects my hair, so I always like switch and try new ones. So here's a clip of my first thoughts and feelings about these two together right after I use them. Okay, this is what it looks like after like 24 hours. I'll show you a picture of what it looks like normally after 24 hours. One thing that blew my mind was I don't think my hair has ever felt this soft without using a hair mask, and I don't know if it's ever felt this soft with using a hair mask. I will say my hair does look a little bit more flat, but it's because I didn't put mousse in it, which I knew that would happen, and probably because, you know, the volumizing conditioner didn't really get to work because I used a heavier shampoo. So I'll have to see if I can fix that by getting the other shampoo. But that's the only downside. So my hair is less frizzy for sure. It's not perfect by any means. Hopefully with a hair mask that can help it along a little bit. But my hair looks better and feels better, minus the fact that there's no volume, but like I wasn't expecting a ton of volume. Also, I don't really have any flakes at all, which tells me that every single shampoo that I've used has been drying out my scalp for the last year. Because I have been fighting like a dry scalp, not dandruff, dry scalp, there's a difference, for forever. And I have, like normally I could just itch my scalp and there'd be big flakes that would come off even after I use like a scalp scrub, and there's nothing. So hallelujah. I don't know if that'll be the case if I would use the daily shampoo, or if it's because there's an ingredient like sulfates, parabens, silicones, something or other that's in most shampoos was drying out my scalp, or because this was so moisturizing. We'll have to find out. But so far I'm so impressed, and it just smells so good. So the conditioning wash is just not made for my hair type, and I realized that, but it did do a good job cleaning my hair. I did rinse and repeat just in case, because I do get a lot of buildup because I only wash my hair once a week, and I really want to make sure, especially because I just, when you're washing your hair with it, when you're not used to using a shampoo that doesn't suds at all, it feels like your hair's not getting clean, even though it is. And it really does weigh my hair down, but it helps my scalp so much. It's so annoying. Okay, let's talk about the volumizing conditioner. Because I was using something that was weighing my hair down so much, for the first 2 weeks I really couldn't tell a difference. I could tell that my hair was being moisturized, you know. I did a good job doing that, but it wasn't doing anything for me because my hair was being weighed down so much. But I did notice some difference in my hair. I feel like it's kind of flattened out a little bit, but there is a difference, and it's not just in my roots. I feel like just my hair looks more full without looking poofy. And normally, the few times I've used a volumizing conditioner, because it's normally just not a good idea, my ends look super dry. And look, my ends aren't dry. I actually really like this stuff. Or you saw what it normally looks like if it's too weighed down before. So this stuff is good as long as you're not using a product that's weighing your hair down too much. Now let's talk about the shampoo that I meant to get the first time around. I think this is the shampoo that's meant for my hair type. In fact, I know it is according to the bottle. It does have some lather to it, not as much as my one that I used last time. It was an Herbal Essence one. It doesn't bother me not to have a ton of lather, but I didn't rinse and repeat, and I feel like I did a good job getting my hair really clean. Let's talk about the leave-in conditioner. So in the line they have two leave-in conditioners. They have a a feather one for finer hair, and they have a cream for more thick, coarse hair. Obviously we've learned by now that I need the finer stuff. So here's what happened when I used it for the first time. We're gonna take care of this mess. You're supposed to be able to use this on dry hair and have it not like weigh it down or anything like that. So what I'm doing essentially is kind of breaking up the huge knot in my hair, and anytime I feel kind of like a really dry spot that doesn't have any product, I'll spritz a tiny bit on it. So this is what my hair looks like after. It feels super soft, and I decided to brush through the ends all the way just to see what would happen after I sprayed it all over lightly, and it feels great. It doesn't really feel frizzy at all, which is kind of shocking because normally no matter what I do, my hair will get frizzy after I brush it unless it's wet. So this stuff is supposed to gently detangle and reduce the look of breakage, get rid of frizz, all of that stuff. It's replacing 3 products. I use a lot of products to get rid of frizz, and combined with just the other stuff I have talked about and I'm going to talk about, this really is replacing at least 2 products. I'm going to say 3 though. Blows my mind. And you really can't accidentally use too much. I did use what should have been too much, but I just brushed it out and it was just fine. And I think my favorite part about it is I can spray it on my hair before I brush it when it's dry, and it just looks so much better than it normally does. Let's talk about this stuff. This is their argan oil, but it's not just an argan oil. It also has avocado oil and vitamin A, D, and E. So all the good stuff for your hair. When you put it in your hand, it kind of feels thicker. Like, let me show you. Like, I can turn it around like completely upside down for a second and it won't immediately drop. But then once you apply it, when you start rubbing it into your hand, it gets a lot thinner and it doesn't feel as heavy. So goodness, so good. I'll just apply some right now. You can use it on wet and dry hair, and it definitely helps reduce frizz, especially on my ends. Normally, I will use some type of shine enhancer or oil or something like that. The Not Your Mother's Listen Up spray is what I would normally use in replace of something like this. Basically, it does a better job. The Not Your Mother's has like a berry oil in it, and I like this because it's hard to go overboard on this stuff, and it is a lot more nourishing than the Not Your Mother stuff, and I feel like it does a better job than other argan oils. Maybe it's because it's not just argan oil, it's mixed with avocado and all the vitamins and stuff. It doesn't weigh your hair down, and I feel like it does a good job just kind of polishing your look on dry hair and then kind of control my frizz when my hair is drying. Let's talk about the texturizing powder. So this stuff I intended to replace my mousse, and here's a clip of me testing it out for that purpose. So my hair has zero volume, so I normally use a mousse while my hair is still wet to add a little bit extra volume. It doesn't help a ton, but there's definitely a difference. My hair normally is not this flat. Here's a picture to kind of give an idea of what it normally looks like. And so I'm hoping that this stuff will help. This is the texturizing powder, and you're supposed to be able to use it to add volume to your roots, add texture and volume to braids and buns and stuff. So I'll experiment with that portion a little bit later. I want to try it on my roots. That helped a little bit. A bit on this side. Oh, that's better. Maybe I just wasn't applying enough on the other side. It's weird because it almost is like wet for a second. No, it kind of feels wet for a second, and then you blend it in and it like dries again. Wet's, I don't think it really is wet though. Totally free. Look at that volume. I'm not complaining about that. Why did it not work as well on this side? Maybe I just didn't add enough. Oh, there we go. That's a little better. It looks really good. It feels really good. It doesn't feel like I dumped like a ton of product into my hair. Like there's texture there, but it's not like super duper gritty, if you know what I mean. I definitely have more volume from this than mousse. That doesn't surprise me too much though. The only reason I like to use mousse versus a texturizing powder when I'm just adding volume to my roots is because the mousse volume lasts a lot longer, whereas normally when I use a texturizing powder to try to add some volume to my roots, the volume just goes down super fast because I apply it to dry hair versus applying it to wet hair. I want to see if this will last all day. I'll check back with you on this situation at the end of the day. Okay, it's been like 5 billion hours since I put the powder in. So my hair's not looking the greatest just because it's been like 15 hours since I put it in. So obviously most of the volume is going to be gone, but there's still honestly a tiny bit there, which is really impressive. But like the volume lasted a lot longer than I thought it would. Like the big volume, probably about 3 hours, which is pretty impressive considering how weighed down my hair gets and how many times I go like this. And then I was able to kind of like, you know, zhuzh, and the volume would stay for like another hour or two. So I honestly don't see myself replacing my mousse entirely with this stuff. It's just with my hair type, with how heavy my hair is, even though I don't have a ton on scalp, but it's like growing out of my hair since it's so long, it just gets weighed down so easily, and I just need something that I can put in my hair while it's still wet to get the volume. If you don't have a hard time keeping volume, I think this is a really good job getting you there. It's just it can't keep you there if your hair gets weighed down easily. Now let's talk about it for braids. So what I did was I did 2 braids on the side of my head that were roughly the same size. This is what they looked like before. And then I added the powder to the left one, if I'm remembering correctly. I might be remembering wrong. I added the powder one of them and stretched it out, and then just stretched the other one out without powder. And I spent the same amount of time and effort on both of them, again, roughly. And you can see the one with the powder looks so much better. It looks so much more fluffed out. It doesn't look quite as rough, and it was so much easier to achieve that even big braid look. So for braids, this is dang good stuff, and I like it because it's so smooth, even though it's a texturizing powder, so you can still get a smooth braid that's also big. Okay, so my dry shampoo, the love of my life in my life right now, is dry shampoo, because I only wash my hair once a week. And this is their Lazy Day dry shampoo. Here's what happened when I tried it out against my favorite Dove dry shampoo. Okay, we're gonna mix things up for a sec. So instead of just kind of talking about the products that I normally use, I'm actually gonna try one on one side and one on the other because it's dry shampoo, and that's pretty easy to make sure one stays on one side. As you can see, my hair needs dry shampoo. So I'm gonna put the Dove on the left and the Hairitage on the right. Dove is my favorite dry shampoo you can get at Walmart. So I'm just applying it all over, making sure it gets everywhere. Okay. Smells like Hairitage. Be careful or that'll happen. I think this is supposed to be clear. Is it? When I spray it on my hand, I don't see anything. Maybe I just got a little bit too close. Be careful not to get too close. Okay, so they feel very different when you spray them. The Dove one is a lot more textured. I'm gonna let them both sit for a second and really give them a chance to soak up the oil before I blend it in, so give me a sec. Okay, so now this is what it looks like after I let it sit for a minute. So they definitely feel different. The Dove side is quite a bit more textured, which isn't a bad thing necessarily. I feel like the Dove side has more volume, but no, it does. There's no question. It has more volume. But that's because, you know, it's more textured. That's what's gonna happen. But I feel like the Hairitage side looks more clean, which is interesting. Yeah, it definitely looks more clean. So this is what it looks like on either side. It might look more clean because it's not as textured. I can't tell. Okay, it's been a long time since I applied the dry shampoo, but I feel like the Hairitage side looks just a tiny bit better, except for underneath I can really tell a difference. And I do get more oily underneath than on top, and my scalp's a little bit more dry on top. Okay, so I woke up today and I was surprised with how clean my hair looked. Like, it looks really clean considering that it is lots of days without washing it, and so I thought I would do it half up today, not apply any dry shampoo, and see if it still looks clean by the end of the day, because I would love not to have to apply dry shampoo every day. Like, that would be incredible. Like, do you see that? It's so clean. Okay, I'm in the updo. I don't know if I actually said I applied dry shampoo yesterday morning. It's been over 24 hours since I applied dry shampoo. This is incredible. Okay, so I'll let you know what happens by the end of the day. Like, how is it even possible? So it's like 1 a.m. Actually, it might be 1:30. And my hair doesn't look awful at all. Like, not even really underneath. I don't know if you can see that. The only parts that it looks kind of rough are right here. And guess what I did a million times today? So, I mean, the oils from my hands are gonna make my hair just a little bit oily. Besides that, it looks rockin' awesome. So as long as you apply it correctly, you can make it last for 48 hours, approximately, depending on how oily your hair gets. That's gonna depend on the person, but you can definitely stretch it out twice as long as you normally would, at least compared to the Dove one. And when I say apply properly, you need to go in with sections and really actually make sure it reaches everywhere. You normally get oily. You can't just like spray it on top or like you would with like hairspray or something. You need to actually take a minute, but it's a lot shorter than washing your hair, so just think about it that way. And I only have to apply it every other day, and once I start pulling my hair up, as long as I just kind of spray it all over like the base of my head after I pull it up, I don't really need to worry about it until I wash my hair again. It's really nice. I end up using a lot less dry shampoo, which is good for my hair and also good for the environment and my wallet. Let's talk about the hair mask. So this is their hair mask. It's so thick, like, it's so thick. It's a lot thicker than the one that I normally use. My favorite that I always recommend to people is the Maui Moisture Heal and Hydrate Shea Butter Mask. You can get it at Walmart, I'm pretty sure. And that does a really, really good job. It's not as thick as this stuff. And I feel like the combination of the Gentle Daily Shampoo, the Volume Conditioner, the hair mask, and the oil and the leave-in conditioner makes it so I have the best hair day ever, man. I love my hair. That's what I did. I have a combination of all those in my hair today. That's what I did for my hair care routine today. And I feel like my hair has not looked this good in such a long time. Oh my goodness. It is a little tiny bit flat, not as flat as it could be. I need to find a mousse that goes along with the idea of no sulfates, parabens, silicones, like those kind of things. It's super expensive, but it's so good. It's so good. Okay, let's talk about the hair rinse. This is the most unique product of the line. It is an apple cider vinegar hair rinse, and apple cider vinegar is supposed to help balance your pH levels. Now, it's also supposed to help get off all all the gunk and buildup on your hair without stripping it. You might hear apple cider vinegar and run for the hills because of the smell, but it's not really there. If you like straight up sniff the bottle, there's a little bit of an after smell, the tiniest bit of after smell of apple cider vinegar, not enough that you'd gag or anything like that, and it's not noticeable at all in the shower or on your hair afterwards. Basically, you're supposed to, I'm trying to close. There we go, so I can show you without it. It's not gonna spill, right? Nope. Or you can either wash your hair first or use it before you wash your hair. I used it after I washed my hair. But you go in and you basically just like pretend like you're dyeing your hair at home with one of those squeezy bottles, you know what I'm talking about? You just get it everywhere. It really only lathers like the tiniest bit. It's kind of hard to feel it if you don't add enough. So, and then you let it sit in your hair for 1 to 3 minutes. I think I let it sit in my hair for 3 minutes. Then you rinse it out. I intend for this to replace my scalp scrub. I'm hoping that it's my pH levels that are unbalanced causing me to have the really dry scalp. It's not as bad as it was before I started using this, so I really hope long term this takes care of it. You're only supposed to use this every other week or else it can dry out your hair, so it might take a while to see long-term results. You're not gonna notice like a life-changing difference when you use this for the first time. It's gonna take time. And if you're interested in apple cider vinegar or trying apple cider vinegar in your hair and you're really scared of the smell, try this stuff. I will say from now on I'm going to use this first. I'm going to wet down my hair and use this first because it did take away the long-lasting smell that this stuff normally has. Like when I got out of the shower, I could barely smell the Hairitage smell, which made me kind of sad because I really enjoy smelling it for a couple days after. If you want to see my battle of the wet brush versus a $5 dupe, you can click right here. I love you guys so much, and don't ever forget that you are enough. Bye!